Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am so excited because if you guys don't know, I have a goal to make sure I pay $1,500 worth of student loan debt this month. And by doing that, I'm going to be extremely disciplined with my budget, with my cash envelopes, and with anything that I have to put my money towards too. So today I'm gonna go ahead and weekly check in for the past week. As you guys know, I just got paid. If you guys haven't seen that video, I'll link up it on the card over here. But yeah, today I'm gonna stuff my cash envelopes, and the reason why I'm being so precise about it is because if I don't stuff my cash envelopes, it gives me like a little reason to go ahead and swipe my card, because I'm in my head, I'm like, oh, you know, I haven't had time to go to the bank. I haven't pulled out my cash, so let me just go ahead and swipe and it'll be no big deal. Not for July, you guys, not for July. July, I'm so serious. Like, as soon as I got paid, I did my budget, if you guys saw that, and right after I went to the bank, picked up the cash, had it all laid out, and today we're gonna go ahead and stuff it because we're resetting our week and we're making sure that we have the cash that we need to spend on those categories. And I'm making sure that I'm staying on track of everything, because I am tracking every little bitty thing, because any extra money that I might have at the end of the month, I will throw on my student loan. I will. So I'm being super strict. And with that being said, let's get right into the weekly check-in, and then we'll stuff our cash envelopes and we'll make it a thing. All right. So here's to being disciplined for July, because we have money goals and I know you guys have them too, and we're just going to make the best of our budget. And if we stay on track and we stay disciplined, we're going to handle it just like, okay? All right, so let's get right into it. All right, so if you guys don't know and you're new to my channel, my name is Erika, by the way. This is my Erin Condren 7x9 monthly planner, and I use this to do my budgets in. So every month I go ahead and put out my layouts for the month. And for this month, I actually lost the footage of how I set up my month and my weekly page. But anywho, it's right here. So right here I have my my task card from Dividers R Us, and it just shows me all the expense trackers that I'll be using this month for the certain categories. So this is going to be my monthly view where I track everything and when I see all my paydays. So as you guys saw, I got paid on Thursday. Today is Friday. We're stuffing our cash envelopes and we're tracking everything that followed up to my payday. So then we're gonna go ahead and stuff our cash envelopes so we can have all of this week prepared. So like that, we have all our money for groceries, for spending, for gasoline, and all that good stuff. And once I fill that out, I'm gonna go here to my weekly check-in and put all the information here and give me all the remaining balances. And then we're gonna go ahead and add the cash stuffing there. So there we go. That is what we're gonna do. I do have my wallet here. This is a Target wallet where I keep my cash envelopes right here. And I actually switched from cash envelopes this month. I'm not using the vinyl ones. And the only reason why is because I found myself that I wasn't really tracking my expenses that much. I realized that I was throwing in the receipts and then I was like grabbing cash from different envelopes just because they were easily accessible. So then I was like, you know what? Let me switch to the Budget Mom cash envelopes, and I did the same thing. I did personal, groceries, and gasoline, which are the main ones. But every time I did a purchase, I would go ahead and write it in right here, like that. I really knew the balance that was left over in each cash envelope. I wasn't like doodling around and pretending that, you know, there wasn't cash in any of these. I saw my transactions and I saw the spending habits I had. So like that, I didn't have to wait until filming it to know exactly how my money was going. So these are my cash envelopes. I'm gonna go ahead and extract everything that I wrote down here, put them here, and then reset these up and cash them in. So like that, I'm prepared for this week. All the stickers that you will see on my budget planner are from my shop, erikalifevlogs.com. right there. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and here on YouTube. So here we go. We have all of these, and now let me get right into it. So we're gonna go ahead and concentrate on personal spending, and personal spending is gonna be in the gray stars, and we're gonna put them right here. I did have some of them already set up, but then I was like, you know what, I have these, I really don't have to keep track of them until I film. So there we go. So the first one, to a new restaurant for seafood, and I paid. So I went with my sister and her 2 kids, and we went to try out the seafood restaurant, and I loved it. I ended up spending $53.43 on just the food, and then I left a $6 tip. So I was like, I love it. That's what I'm gonna do. And it was so nice. It was so nice to get out for a little bit, and then everything else shut down all over again in LA. So I was like, okay, yeah, we totally shouldn't be going out. Anywho, then the following day I did go to McDonald's. So I'm gonna go ahead and put McDonald's here. I ended up spending $16.10. I bought something for me and Bay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put it here. Just like that. And then the following day we went to McDonald's again. I was being so lazy about cooking. Okay, this is the only reason why we go fast food eating is because I'm so lazy to cook, and Bae doesn't cook. And I spent $10.51 there. So it's a bad habit, I know, but it's the easiest thing that you can just grab and go. So I'm pretty bad at that, but hey. It is what it is. And then on the 6th, I ended up spending $13 at Burgers. Literally, the place is called Burgers. And I only have $13 left. So I told Bea, I'm like, I have $13. If you want to pay for the rest, that's great. But I literally don't have anything else. And he's like, no, that's fine. So it ended up being like $16. So he chipped in like $3 more. But yeah, I was like, I don't have any more cash. If you're going to chip in, great. If not, we can't eat here. So that's what ended up happening. So I ended up with 97 cents in here. So I actually threw it in my change jar over here. If you can hear that, that's my change jar. It's really big. I can't move it, so I leave it over there. So I emptied it out, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill it up all over again. Next, we're going to go ahead and concentrate on what I spent on groceries. Now, groceries was a compromise this month. The reason why I say that is because, let me just do the tracking first and then I'll explain. So for tracking, it'll be groceries will be this light blue one called Sky Blue. For the first part, it wasn't that bad. I went to Target and I ended up spending $32.50. I ended up combining it instead of having two separate transactions. So let me remove that because I did two separate transactions because I forgot something. I ran back to get it. But in order to save space in the planner, I'm going to go ahead and write it together. So I went to Target and I ended up spending $32.50. And I think this is where I bought snacks, I bought some wine, and I bought some chips and stuff for the house. And then we went to Trader Joe's, and this is because I wanted to do a charcuterie board. It's a cheese board. And I went to Trader Joe's and I bought a bunch of cheeses, crackers, and biscuits and bread, and it was so good. And and some wine as well, and I spent $42.43 there. It was so delicious. I regret nothing. And this was on the 5th. So this is something I wanted to do like right after the 4th of July, because we actually didn't celebrate the 4th of July, not even the birthday. I think we all did it on the 5th, just because we wanted to make sure that, you know, we're not really celebrating much. We just wanted to make sure we were home and staying social distance. So yeah. Then I went to Target again and I ended up buying, what was it? Shampoo, conditioner, and I forget a bunch of other stuff that I forgot. We went to a separate Target and this was $22.52. And that was on this day as well. Just like that. Then on Tuesday, I actually had a compromise with Babe. We were going to go to IHOP, but he wanted to pay cash because he said he didn't want to swipe his card or something. I forget. So he paid for groceries and he's like, go ahead and pay for IHOP because it'll be cheaper and then I'll take care of the groceries. So we did a swap. So I actually ended up using my grocery money to pay for IHOP instead, and he bought groceries. It was a compromise we did. And I ended up spending $32.83. And that was on the 7th. So this was his day off and we ran all the errands. We bought groceries, he pumped gas, we did a car wash and everything. So that is what's in this one. And then I actually did have some gasoline expenses. Believe it or not, I actually did pump gas. And let me go ahead and take that out here. We're going to use this navy one. And I actually ended up pumping gas. Oh, I actually didn't pump gas. I know what happened. I went to do a car wash. So I don't know why, but I went to go wash my car prior to the 4th of July, and I don't know why. Don't ask me. It was the most ridiculous thing that I ever did, because I was complaining that my car was really dirty, and I was just like, let me go wash it. And then when I did that and I came home, I realized what a big mistake that was. So I washed my car on the 3rd, and literally, like, by midnight, everyone was popping fireworks, and I was like, that, all of that residue is going to end up in my car, and I was such an idiot for doing that. Then on the 7th, we have car wash again. Now, believe it or not, it wasn't for me, because I was like, you know what, I'm going to take the L for that car wash that I did. They wanted to do a car wash, and he doesn't carry cash, so I was like, I have $5. I was like, go ahead and exchange it for quarters, and we'll just do that power washing by, you know, hand at the car wash. And he's like, okay. So I ended up giving him $5 for my cash envelope so he can go ahead and power wash his car, because his was really bad. He has a white car, and it's no good, you guys. It's no good. Don't. White cars are horrible. You can see all the dirt and grime, and it's not great. So anywho, that is what my week ended up looking like, and I got paid. So I was just like, yes, let's do this. I'm like, this was already, all my bills had been paid for, and I was like, great, I'm having such a good day, or such a good week, so I want to make sure I stay on track. So now let's go over here to the weekly check-in. If you guys don't know, I have cash envelopes for groceries, gasoline, and spending. Now, groceries, I like paying cash. I don't know why. I just like pulling out the cash. I don't have much of a spending problem here, but I like to keep it cash. Gasoline, I don't have a spending problem at all with gasoline. What I do like is that if you pay with cash, it's cheaper, like 10 cents cheaper. So that's why I carry cash for gasoline. Now, spending is my problem area. So this is definitely a cash envelope that might be hard to get rid of, because I cannot be trusted with my debit card. I will swipe and swipe and swipe. So yeah. And then I'm budgeted. That always might happen in the month, but I'm trying to make sure that if I stay disciplined, I won't have any of that, which I've caught myself already, like making sure I'm disciplined. I haven't been doing impulse buying. I literally see something I've been wanting forever and ever, and I say no to it, and it hurts, because then it goes away, and then you're like, I can't get it anymore. So I've had those moments of realization. I've had like moments of like, oh, let me buy this because I need it because it's a clothing thing. But I'm like, you know what? I can hold off on it. I'm okay. So yeah, I've been really, really, really harsh with myself, which is, in my opinion, good for the goals I want to reach. So anyway, for groceries, let's see how much I ended up spending, because I did end up spending a ton of most of my grocery budget. So let's see, $32.50 plus $42.43 plus $22.52 plus $32.83. So I ended up spending a total of $130. Let's do this. I spent $130.28, and I did end up putting 150 here. So minus 150, I should have $19. I'm gonna go ahead and just say $19 because I threw the change into my change jar. So I'm gonna go ahead. Here is my grocery budget. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There we go. $19 are in here, and I will stuff this again. So that is groceries, and we'll save that for later. All right, next we have gasoline. At the beginning of the month, I did end up spending I ended up adding 80, and for the month, for the current weeks, I ended up spending 7 plus 5, which is $12. So I ended up spending $12. So if you do 80 minus 12, I still have $68, which is what's shown right here. And now let's count that up. Now for my cash envelopes for gas, I filled it up for the entire month. Like there is no more adding to this. Like that is it. So I should have $68 for the remaining part of the month. So 20, 40, 65, 61, 62, 63. I clearly can't count. 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68. There we go. So I have $68 for the remaining part of the month, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and fill up because I have been going to my doctors and they're kind of a long ways from me, so I have been spending more gas on that area, but that's fine. So $68 is here and it's correct, so I'm gonna go ahead and put $68. Then for spending, I did go ahead and give myself $100 at the beginning of the month, and at the beginning of the month I went ahead and did a lot of expenses because I was going out for dinner and being lazy about cooking. So let's see, I spent $59.42 plus $16.10 plus $10.51 plus $13. I ended up spending $99.03, and I gave myself $100, so 97 cents, which I transferred out to a jar already. So I have $0 remaining for spending. So there we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So today is the I'm gonna make it the 9th because that's when I got paid, and I'm gonna put savings jar, and that'll be 97 cents. So like that, I'm at completely zero. So then today is the 10th, so I'm gonna go ahead and put 10th. And we're gonna go ahead and do cash stuffing, and we're gonna go ahead and add $100 so I can go ahead and have a reset for the month. So I did go ahead and pull out my cash. It's right over here. I went ahead and pulled out $315, I believe. So that is what's in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put, ooh, these are like fresh fives. Oh Lord, that's beautiful. Let's put that here, just like that. Beautiful. And we're gonna give myself $100. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And that's going to go straight into our cash envelopes. Now we're ready and set to go. There we go. That's it. We are reset. We don't need the need to be spending anything else. I don't need to be thinking I can swipe my card. We are good to go in that area. So for this week, I'm going to go ahead and put that I added $100 as well. Like that, I know next week when I check in, or the following paycheck, I have that all settled in. Gasoline, like I said, is not going to get anything. This was stuff for the entire month at the beginning, so there's $68 in here. We don't need any more. Groceries, like I said, I am going to go ahead and add $150 based on my budget. So currently we have 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, which is what was left over. Now I can do two things with this. I can go ahead and throw this at my debt, or I'm just going to add it onto the budget and see how that goes. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there, and I'm going to add 150. So 100, 20, 40, 45, 50. So there we go. We're going to add that on there, just like that. So now we'll have 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. 169 for the remaining month. So we're going to go ahead and put that here. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the cents as well. So 7, 9, 20. We're going to put savings jar. And I'm going to go put minus 72 cents. We're left with $19. And then today, which is the 10th, we're doing cash stuffing. We're doing $100. So we have 150, you guys. Oh, I almost slid there. $169 for the rest of the month. And that is it. that was what we're gonna be working with. So all of my cash envelopes are stuffed. They're gonna go into my wallet, and I will be set for the rest of the next weeks until I get paid again. So there we go, that is that. And if you guys remember, I said we are going to go ahead and concentrate on my sinking fund. Now, I totally messed up over here when I was doing my sinking funds. I didn't even add my Christmas fund like I said. But this week or month, I have to add $130. So I'm breaking that up between 2 paychecks. So if I divide that by 2, I need to add $65 to my holiday cash envelope, which I have right here. It's so glittery. It's right here. And I'm going to go ahead and add $65 to that. So that should be the remaining money that I have in here. So 20, 40, 60, 65. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here, and that will go in with the rest of my cash envelopes that are for cart maintenance and medical fund. So there we go. That is what my cash stuffing and weekly check-in is looking like. And if you're wondering where I got all those numbers, it is from my paycheck one. Like I said, I wanted to pull out my $150 for groceries and another $100 for my spending and the $65 for my holiday fund. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know how you guys are doing with your cash envelopes. Are you guys being strict? Are you guys diddly-daddling around? Are you guys avoiding your budgets? Because I know I've been there, but today we're not doing that. Not for July. We have money goals. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll check you guys out in my next video. Bye, you guys.